Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video in Raid Shadow Legends. It may not seem like it, but I am Icy Neo like usual. I am on one of my alt accounts, and I am starting on this account because it has the lower amount of shards that we will be opening today. I did wait till today to open my shards because I was on one of my other alt accounts, so I was still waiting for my monthly sacred shard to come in. Now I got all the shards that I want to open, and we'll start with this account because it has a lesser amount, but we'll do 10 times open and we'll see what we can get. So far a bunch of rares and nothing more than a rare on that 10 times open. And we'll just open these one by one now. See if we can get anything exciting for this alt account. Even though I'm not going to be playing it too much, it would make it easier to grind the levels that I want for that referral program, so I can get sacred shards on my main account eventually down the road. I'm not farming too much on this account. And we got Hope. I believe I have her on my main account. Either that or she looks like someone I have on my main account. I can't remember. The overall reviews are pretty good. She blocks buffs on our A1, places a shield equal to 15% of this champion's HP on all allies for 2 turns, and can decrease the duration of all buffs on the enemies, or once ascended can remove all buffs. Not bad. And we got 2 void shards to go through on this account, and then we'll switch over. We'll take a quick break and we'll switch over to another account. Bloodhorn. I believe I did at least pull 2 or 3 of these on my main account. I've never gotten anything but a rare out of void shards before yet, and that trend continues. Confessor. I don't think I ever gotten her, so let's just take a quick check. Her ratings aren't horrible. Decreased turn meter, decreased accuracy, granting extra turn. I would never actually use her. But that's the end of the summoning shards for this alt account, and we'll be right back with another alt account. Today is the day where we have 12% chances at getting a legendary out of sacred shards, and I have 2 on this account, so let's see if we can get one finally. That is an epic marksman. I know all the high elves have a visual bug where every high elf you summon is going to be looking like it's a rare, even if it's a or I don't think they have common, so uncommon or a legendary. So we got Marksman, who is an epic. I think he's still pretty good, so not a bad pull, but really hoping for a legendary out of this one. And another epic. Borden. And we're back with my second alt account, one that I named Icy, and then the starter I started with, Icy Kale, for this account. And we got a couple more shards to go through on this account. I think we'll go through we'll just do 10 times summons and then finish them off with 1 times, and we might change it up for my main account. I got a lot more there, and maybe we'll go a couple more one at a time. You a shaman. On one of these accounts I actually fed my shaman just because obviously I didn't care too much about feeding champions, unlike my main account where I kind of save them just in case. May not have been this one, I don't remember, but either way, I'm not going to use her again. Alika and Zelota. So 2, actually, I believe, very good epics. I cannot see the reviews from this screen, so let's go take a quick look. Barbarians, I believe. 127 reviews, all very good. She can extra chance to place a critical hit. Oh wait, no. Oh, extra hit, not critical hit. Ignores target's defense if their max HP is higher than hers. 30% chance of increasing the cooldowns of all enemy skills. That's nice. Revives this champion with 75% when killed. Only available when Sakara is on the same team. I don't know who Sakara is, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. And Zelota. Very, very strong champion. Can put a sleep debuff on his A1. Places a buff, a shield, and places a continuous heal. Another sleep move. And can increase ally resist. Alright, now for the 1x1s. We'll try to make these go quick unless we find a champion that we really want to look into. Kind of looks like Jizzo, but that's Slither Brute. He's a rare instead of an epic. Hey, another epic. Sinesha. I really like her. I have one on my main account. Her major thing is she equalizes all the HP of all allies to the ally that has the most HP. And then they recently buffed her to then heal another 10% of the target. Heals the target ally by another 10%. Just in case the guy you're equalizing to does not equalize everybody to max. You get just a little bit more. Very strong. I forgot to mention her A1 is a AoE attack, so pretty nice for stuff like Spider's Den. Theurgist. We got a Muck Stalker. Most of these are rares. That's kind of what we expect out of these. Out of all the shards I'm going to be opening today, I think I calculated that we got roughly 2/3 of an overall chance of getting one legendary. So still, overall, not great odds. But hopefully we can get something really good today, and hopefully ends up being on my main account. I would hate to get something really good on one of these alt accounts, and because I'm not going to just switch to it, so it'll just kind of be a waste, but still fun to open these shards. But I will be... Oh, another rare Stone Skin. I believe I've gotten him on my main account as well. Still, once again, never gotten anything other than a rare of these Void Shards. Just a car. But like I said, I will be still playing these main accounts, or alt accounts, to level them up and get that Sacred Shard for my main account eventually sometime down the road. And my rare streak continues. And not only have I only gotten rares, I've never gotten a... what are they called? Bellower. I've never gotten a Bellower, and I have never gotten... I thought she was a Dark Elf. Oh, I'm not looking in the right spot. I'm looking at epics, not rares. Yeah, I knew it. Cold Heart. Never gotten a Cold Heart. Never gotten a Bellower. The two really good rares for Void Shards. I've only gotten rares out of Void Shards. Never gotten one of those two. Alright, can we get... Nope, no legendary. And it's Aether. Can't remember if I've gotten him before, but his reviews are not horrible or anything. Places a provoke on his A1 and on his A2. His passive places counterattack when hit with a critical hit, and when ascended, he heals his champion by 15%, and then places a counterattack when hit by a critical hit. And immune to sleep, freeze, and stun when Kalia is on the same team. Alright, got 2 more accounts, roughly the same amount of shards to open on my next alt, and then saving my main with the most amount of shards, but no Sacred Shard. So we'll be right back when we switch to that account. Due to the double chances of getting a legendary from a Sacred Shard, we are going to do the Sacred Shard real fast. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Another epic. Hey, Gorgorab. That is actually a very good epic. First time I've gotten him on any of my accounts, so that's really cool. Just so everybody can see, here are his reviews. I already know that he's pretty good in the arena. Really good at, what is it, this turn meter increase right here. And increase attack. And he can revive dead allies. And comes with a speed aura, which are always very good in the arena. Well, that's it for that summon. On to the next one. And we're back with Icy Gaelic now. I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, and I even forgot when I was done with the first two accounts, that every Sacred Shard I did have over the weekend when we had double summoning chances for a legendary. I did pull then, so I do have a legendary that came from my main account, but I forgot to. I don't have one to pull currently, so that's why I was forgetting that I actually had one from that account. So we'll probably do 2 10 times, then we'll do the 11 singles just to make it more exciting for when the champions come out. And look at that, there's not a single, nothing other than a rare out of that one. Out of 10 pulls, nothing but a rare. And can we make it 20? Okay, there's an epic, Vergis. It looks really cool, I think. Decreased accuracy, continuous heal buff on the target ally and ally protection, and continuous heal on this every time he drops below 50%. Not bad. When these packs pop up. Alright. Continuing the summons, we got another rare. I almost said ancient shard, because that's what I was looking at. Another rare. Let's see if we can't get anything good. Let's see. What are you? Oathbound. The reviews, not great on Spider's Den. He must do an extra turn, I'm guessing. Freeze debuff. Decrease attack. Block cooldown skills. So, I was wrong, but nothing really stood out to me on that champion. Hexweaver. A couple more ancient shards, and then we got a couple void shards to go through as well. Nothing special. Most of these will be fodder, especially on my alt accounts. I don't really care about saving for fusions or for whatever faction wars, because I won't really be playing those accounts for those reasons. What are you, Drake? I don't think any of these, like, annual type champions are actually all that good. But I believe I've gotten 4 of these on my main account. Some out of Sacred Shards. I don't have all 4 anymore, because why keep them when I can use them to help me get 6 stars and stuff, so I fed them. But I did keep 1, obviously, on my main account. Last Ancient Shard. Another rare. Elhain. That was my original starter champion on my main account, because I really love Elven Archers. Stone Skin, a second Stone Skin today. Veteran, let's go over this champion. I've come to really like him on my main account. I don't know, I can't remember if you need to be 5-star or 6-star to leave ratings, but I probably should, because he's like a mini version of Tyrell. in that his A1 he attacks 2 times, and once you get his debuff chance up, he has a 50% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack for 2 turns. Tyrell has a 50% chance on each hit, but I obviously don't have Tyrell yet. But he's the reason why my Clan Boss team is doing so well lately, is because of his decreased attack. I haven't found a lot of champions that can do that on their A1 and keep it up all the time. Most of these skills aren't all that, nothing to really look at, because for Clan Boss and some of his masteries I don't want skills to be on cooldown to keep my accuracy up. So I'm just using A1 all the time, even if my debuff is up already. But I'm very much like Veteran. Another Justicar, and the last Void Shard for this account. Can we get... Oh, my first epic. Lua. I think she's pretty good. Deals 50% of inflicted damage to all enemies if this attacker is critical. Pretty cool. Attacks 3 times, each critical hit heals this champion by 2.5%. That's not a lot, but it's not bad. This attack fully depletes the turn meter. Will ignore shield, block damage buffs. That's actually very good. And it's not even a percent chance, so it just happens. It's very good in arena if you can get this champion to be faster. Not bad. Let's see if we can get a legendary champion out of the Sacred Shard. Shows up as Epic and Canoness. That's who I have on my main account. I don't have Hope, I have Canoness. She does a 50% increased attack on a random ally. Not great. Decreased accuracy. Not great. And she does ally protection and increased defense on just the target. Also continuous heal buff on this champion. Altogether, I don't think she's all that great. Her ratings aren't horrible, but I feel like everyone's ratings aren't that horrible. But, oh, that'll be it for this account, and on to my main. The 2 times legendary chance is here. And so I'm going to use the Sacred Shard now, and we'll use these shards later, but it'll look like I used them first in the video I make. Without further ado, let's do the summon. What do we get? Epic Warden. I believe I have him on my main account. Weaken, decrease attack, reflect damage, increases ally HP. And we're back with my main account. Like I said, I do have 1 Sacred Shard that I will put in the end of this account, that came from this account. But as of today, while I'm doing this during the Summon Rush event, I got 49 Ancients and 8 Void Shards to go through. Let's do the 9 singles, and then we'll kind of see how I'm feeling. See if we do any 10 times summons. We'll probably sprinkle those in. Starting off with an epic, very nice. Torture Helm, never seen him before. His ratings are not very good. 30% chance to steal a random buff. Damage is proportional to max HP. Increases according to number of dead allies. Interesting. That'll be an interesting skill to try to see how that actually scales. 50% chance to revive with 50% HP when killed. Not bad. I've always wondered if passives like that, if he can revive twice, or if it's just the first time. Another epic, Knight Errant. I believe he's pretty good. can place a leech debuff for 2 turns. Can place a stun. And can place when ascended, he can place a full weaken. Has more damage when having full HP. So I'm really hoping at getting some good epics today. Like, I want an allure for my Fire Knight team. Obviously would be very happy with any legendary that came out. But the chances are not that great, considering how many shards I have left. But it is nice knowing that whatever I pull right now is on my main account. Another Marquess. Third epic. Is that Hope? Yeah, that's Hope. So she's new for this account. But we kind of already went over her block buffs, shield, and can remove all buffs. I'm glad it wasn't Canoness, which would make her a repeat. Because it's always nice to get new champions, even if you're not going to use them. Whoa, that kind of sucked in at the top of the screen instead of like in the center, which I thought was kind of weird. Another, Deathless. Very nice. Alright, this is a long one. 70% chance of placing decreased debuff if 1 or more allies are dead. 30% speed if 2 or more, and 50% decrease if 3 or more are dead. So it is an and, so these do stack the more allies are dead. Reflect damage on this champion for 2 turns and has an 80% chance of provoking. Attacks all enemies. Damage is inflicted is proportional to defense and increases according to number of dead allies. This attack will always be critical if there are 2 or more dead allies. That's pretty cool. So this is the reason why Deathless is so good. You put her in a arena defense team with a bunch of 1-star level 1 heroes. Have them all die immediately. Put a lot of HP and defense on this hero because she's a defense hero. And then just watch her wreck with this attack. I'm actually enjoying the 1-times. Seems to be working out really good, so we'll just keep going like that for now. Judge, I can see the reviews when they pop up. We get the satisfaction of seeing them come close, and a lot of, it's total bias, but a lot of people seem to think that you can get some better summons out of these 1-times. So far, what have I gotten? 3 or 4 epics on this account out of like 10 shards. So, very, very happy with that. But as I say that, I'm getting rare after rare. Let's see if we can break the next streak. Siegebreaker. Oh, I would love, what is it? Steel Skull, I believe it is. The guy who puts counterattack on all your heroes. So I did get a couple epics so far. Nothing that I was really hoping for yet. Still got a couple more shards. I honestly don't know anything I would want from a Void Shard other than, like I was saying before, Bellower and Coldheart would be nice. I've seen Coldheart do some crazy damage before. Be kind of nice to get them, even though there are only rares. They can be geared very well and still hold their own just like any other champion. Other than that, I'm not really aware. Oh, I believe the Santa Claus guy, Sir Nicholas, is a Void champion. And if he is, like I think he is, that's what I would really love from a Void champion. Even though it's even harder to get a legendary out of an epic, or a Void or an Ancient Shard. I'm I'm always kind of interested to see, especially after a big shard opening like this, if I've gotten any new, like rare champions, because I feel like I'm getting close to having at least one of every rare champion in this game. There is one starter I still don't have. I've never pulled an Aethel on my main account yet. Arguably one of the, probably the best starter. Spikehead. He looks like one of those other guys that we got that was epic on one of my other accounts. Epic, and it's Aether. Kind of went over him before. I do have Kalia on my main account, so maybe they can go together. Provoke, and he can heal and place a counterattack on himself. Another KO. Getting close to the end of all the shards that I had today. I think I counted up to 145 shards that we're pulling in this video. Skink, I don't think I've had him before. Spirit Host. Would really love to see a legendary right now. Nope. It's worth a shot. There's always a chance that a blue light will come up and it will be an epic or legendary if it happens to be from, it seems like the High Elf faction has that visual bug. I've seen people pull legendaries and it come up with a blue light because it was a Shirimani from High Elves. So I'm always still a little skeptical whenever the blue light comes up until I see if it's a High Elf or not. Like, I would love for a blue light to come up and then Tyrell to show up, or obviously one of the High Elf legendaries. Alright, 10 more ancient shards. And then we'll do the couple void shards I have. I think I had up to 8 now. I think if I'm correct, it was 8. And I was planning on having 7, but I opened up a clan boss chest and there was a void shard out of it. So I was happy about that. And I did calculate during this Summon Rush event, if I pull every shard I have, including, well, close to every shard I have, including the, whatever they're called, the normal shards, the green ones, I can mystery shards. If I pull all my mystery shards, then I can actually get the legendary skill tome, and I probably will, honestly. Not great ratings. I can't say I've ever seen her use before. Can get up to 5% on her A1, 5% poison that is. 75% chance of increasing duration of debuffs. That's nice for clan boss. Places block buffs on for 2 turns. Honestly, let's see. What was her clan boss rating? Did I pass it? Clan boss 4.4. Honestly, not a huge rating, but I feel like she's built for clan boss with this poison. Only a 30% chance though, but a lot of people have been using these increased duration of debuffs stuff and come up with some pretty good stuff. But it is a very big cooldown, so probably not worth it. I forget what the background needs to look like for it to be a high elf, because that was... Alright, we got an epic. Doom Priest. This is my second Doom Priest, so I'll probably obviously keep her to see if she's somehow needed for a fusion or whatever. But I don't think I'm going to fuse her into my other one, but I can't say that I'd be using 2 Doom Priests on a team anyway, so... If she's not used for a fusion, I don't know what I'm going to do with a second Doom Priest. Last Ancient Shard. Anything good? Come on. Alright, I didn't get a single champion that I was really hoping for today. That's unfortunate. But time to open Void Shards and see if I can get anything other than a rare. Unless that rare is Widow, or I always want to call her Widowmaker. But I got a Cold Heart. That is amazing. She's going straight up to 6-star and 60. Each hit has a 25% chance of placing a 100% heal reduction. Wow. 30% chance of placing 50% decreased accuracy, places 5% poison debuff if the target is under heal reduction. Okay. And fully depletes the turn meter, has a 30% chance of inflicting a critical, extra chance, and damage increases according to enemy max HP. So if you're only worried about this one, then you only need to get a crit rate up to a 70%. That's not bad. Alright, I thought I saw a little blue light coming out already. Alright, Malbranch. Ratings are not great. Places a bomb debuff. Oh, decreases bomb debuff detonation counts. So she must have a bomb somewhere. Places counterattack on this champion and places a bomb that detonates after 3 turns. Wow. Ally speed in arena. So she's an arena speed champion. Interesting. Probably not going to ever use her. Ooh, Fellhound. I don't think I've gotten you yet. 25% chance of placing 50% decreased speed. Continuous heal and reflect damage once he's ascended. And block damage on an ally for 1 turn. Interesting. Hey, a second veteran. Don't really have use for a second veteran. But, like I said before, I do like him. If you don't have Taro, that is. Stone Skin, another one. A Bellower or anything other than a rare. Please. On this account, I've gotten nothing but rares out of Void Shards. Ifrit, places a weaken, places a 25% decrease attack. And decreases damage received by 50% if the damage is from a single hit that exceeds 30% HP. That's interesting. Can't say I've ever seen that on another hero. Alright, one more after this shard. What do we get? Doomscreech. I've gotten him before. And the last shard, other than the Sacred Shard, I'm going to put after this one. And you are Daywalker. He has a pretty cool ability that when he dies, he revives with 30% HP and attacks all enemies after being killed. So now that I have the second one, I can do something kind of funny in Arena and just put both these guys, let them attack. That attack that they do after being killed actually hits pretty hard. So it's kind of funny to see sometimes in Arena. Let's go. Alright, let's see, what do we get? It is an epic, of course. Who is this? Horden, I do not have you yet. Reviews appear to be mostly good. Attacks 2 times, grants an extra turn if the target is killed. Attacks 1 enemy, 60% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. Heals this champion by 10% of the damage inflicted. And places a 50% increase buff, 30% increase crit rate buff, and a 30% increase speed buff on this champion for 2 turns. And if you send him, he grants it same on this champion, but grants an extra turn. Honestly, I probably won't be using him unless I go on Reddit and find out that he's actually really powerful. But not what I was hoping out of my Sacred Shard. Well, that was it for the summoning video. As you can see, we opened a lot of Sacred Shards and not a single legendary. which blows my mind that you can open so much and get nothing. That's exactly why you really shouldn't be spending money on this game. Also, unfortunately, we didn't get a single epic hero that I was looking for, like Allure or Tyrell. What's his name? Steel Skull. All of those. Gorgorab also. All of those guys are people I was looking for, especially with so many shards. But I didn't get one anywhere. I got a Gorgorab on one of my alt accounts out of a Sacred Shard, but it doesn't help me on my main account. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be probably leveling up a couple of my new champions, and we'll see if that helps my clan boss team or anywhere else. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.